PDS TV, the best entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the presentation of the colors?
You may be seated. Good evening, family, friends, staff, and fellow graduates. I would like to welcome you to the Druid Hills class of 2018 commencement ceremony. Congratulations, graduates. We did it. The last 4 years of our lives here have been the wildest roller coaster we've ever encountered. It twisted and turned us upside down, right side up, and everything in between. But as those wiser than us would say, we ain't seen nothing yet. High school has allowed us to express ourselves in every way we know how, from sports, academics, to club, and the arts. This journey has filled us with new interests, passions, and hobbies. It has taught us all so much. We raised our voices in protest, and we marched for our lives. It is here we've begun to lay the foundations for the rest of our lives. This evening, we recognize each and every student for accomplishing this milestone, and many more to come. This fall, when you move into your dorms, start your new jobs, plan your gap year, or my favorite, figure it out as you go. Remember, don't rush life yet, because life has its own plans for you. At the conclusion of this ceremony, we will turn our tassels together and celebrate what we have done and what we will leave behind. This day, May 22nd, 2018, marks our next journey. And I hope you hit it head on. Tonight, as we reflect on the last 4 years of childhood, I'd like you to remember high school as something you will hold dear to your heart. After all, it only happens once. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, guardians, family, and friends. Good evening to Superintendent Dr. R. Stephen Green and Board Member Marshall Orson. And most importantly, good evening to the Druid Hills High School graduating class of 2018. It is my honor and pleasure as the principal of Druid Hills High School to recognize and celebrate the amazing young men and young women of the class of 2018. The class has numerous academic accomplishments: 2 Questbridge Scholars, 6 Georgia Scholars, the most of any DeKalb County high school, numerous Hope and Zell Miller Scholars, and over 120 academic and athletic scholarships. Five graduates enlisted in the U.S. Armed Services and 202 graduates accepted to colleges, universities, and trade schools, including acceptances to Georgia Tech and the University of Georgia, Emory, Agnes Scott, Spelman, Clark Atlanta, Howard University, Brown, Princeton, Dartmouth, University College of Dublin, to name a few. In athletics, this class has fielded state playoff teams in volleyball, cross country, softball, swimming, boys basketball, wrestling, baseball, track and field, boys and girls soccer, tennis, and gymnastics. That's 12 state playoff teams. The class of 2018 is truly distinguished as a group as well as individual students. Incredible work, graduates. These accomplishments were achieved with the help and support of many. Thank you to parents and guardians, sisters, brothers, grandparents, aunts, and uncles. Thank you to the faculty and staff of Druid Hills High School, and thank you to DeKalb County School District. Together we have taught and trained and nurtured and counseled these young scholars and athletes into young women and young men now prepared for the world beyond Druid Hills High School. I will forever remember the class of 2018 as you are my first graduating class as principal of Druid Hills High School. I am inspired by your achievements, your talents, your perseverance, your awareness and concern for our local, national, and global community, and your commitment to being active and responsible citizens. I look forward to the many great achievements in the years to come. I will close with a quote from one of my favorite authors, Ralph Waldo Emerson. He wrote, "Whatever you do, you need courage. Whatever course you decide upon, there's always someone to tell you that you are wrong. There are always difficulties arising that tempt you to believe your critics are right. To map out a course of action and follow it to an end requires some of the same courage that a soldier needs. Peace has its victories, but it takes brave men and women to win them. I challenge the class of 2018 to be courageous in your life. In all you do, be courageous." Congratulations, Druid Hills High School graduating class of 2018. We are so very proud of you.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2018. We made it. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in each of our lives. It is from here that we will branch off onto 263 different paths unified by only one thing, Druid Hills High School. The place where we formed lifelong relationships, discovered our passions and interests, developed our academic skills, and were on lockdown for a full day when a supposed fox wandered onto the campus. The point is, Druid Hills had an impact on each of us in some way, and in turn, we collectively had an impact on Druid Hills. A few students led this impact that we had on Druid Hills in the class of 2018. Two of those students who had some really, truly amazing accomplishments also happened to be co-salutatorians with identical GPAs. Having co-salutatorians is a pretty rare occurrence in itself, but what makes this situation really special is that our co-salutatorians are also identical twins. Both are amazing athletes, exceptional students, and are heavily involved in school clubs and activities. They led the incredibly successful Druid Hills Walkout and organized a day at school dedicated to writing letters to our representatives. Lisa worked to implement a compost program at Druid Hills that will last for years to come. I can genuinely say that these achievements only begin to scratch the surface of what Lisa and Lydia Medford have done for Druid Hills. Their impact will live on in Druid Hills long after they've graduated. Lisa and Lydia, you truly inspire me and so many others around you to be unapologetically passionate, to be selfless, and to be willing and determined to work hard in the name of whatever you believe in. In the words of former First Lady Michelle Obama, there are still many causes worth sacrificing for, so much history yet to be made. I'm confident that the two of you will be there on the forefront of history yet to come. On behalf of the class of 2018, I want to say thank you for all that you've done to make our school, community, and the world around us a better place. Druid Hills will surely miss you, and so will I. To two of the kindest, most genuine people I know, I'm truly honored to call you my friends. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kira, for the introduction and for everything you have done for our class this year. I also need to thank our principal, Mr. Joyner. Your understanding of the importance of change and trust in us as a student body has meant more than you will ever know. As Kira said, my name is Lydia Medford, and I am honored to be the co-salutatorian of such a wonderful class. I'm additionally overjoyed to share this honor with my twin sister. And no, I'm not just saying that because I have to say it. The truth is, my sister usually beats me at everything. So to actually tie with her at something is really good for me. But enough about her for now. I want to congratulate the class of 2018 for making it to this day. I know how happy you are to be seated here. And know that if someone has not told you that they are proud of you, everyone in this room and on this stage is proud of you. Know that I not only recognize your intellectual and academic triumphs, but also your social and mental ones, so often unmentioned. And now I have to admit to all of you how difficult writing this salutatorian speech was, because this has not been a normal school year for any of us. This has not been a normal year. So while a normal Druid Hills High School salutatorian speech may begin with how we've all persevered through getting from the math dungeon to the gym in 6 minutes, or how we persevered through only having 13 open parking spots on our school campus, or how we've all persevered these last 4 years through constantly not having air conditioning or heat in our main building. No, all these things seem so trivial, because while we have persevered through these challenges, this year, we have persevered through much more. We've persevered through the degrading rhetoric of our country's current administration that marginalizes those who make this school special. Those who weren't born in this country, those who practice differing religions, speak different languages, and love different people. So please excuse my sister and me if these are not normal salutatorian speeches, but I think we have many things to talk about today. Most importantly, I believe we need to discuss the confidence we must have in ourselves, who we are, and our abilities. Thus, dare to be undeniably yourself. Do not just assume your parents' or your grandparents' parents' views, but think on your own. Have the confidence to not be scared of who you are or how you love or who you love or what you're good at, because this world needs each of us to express our uniqueness and special gifts every day, in and out. Because our differences and our individuality is what makes this country great. Moreover, along with having confidence in who you are, you must have confidence in your abilities. Because there's no time to doubt what we can accomplish. There's no time to question whether we have the strength to speak up against racism and injustice, because nothing will change unless we are the generation to change it. So speak confidently and act confidently, but only after thinking critically. Because our words and our actions affect all those around us. So work for good and be confident that you can create change in this world. Follow my sister, as within the last year, she's created a compost program for the school, started a Humans of Druid Hills Instagram page to connect us all together, fought for justice for an enormous live oak tree cut down from our school campus, organized a letter writing campaign, and led a walkout in remembrance for those who died at Stillman Douglas High School and in support for common sense gun control. So be confident enough in yourselves, who you are, and your abilities to believe that you can change the society we live in. Because we can, and we must. It is my honor to now introduce my twin, my best friend, and my better half. Salutatorian for the class of 2018, Lisa Rebecca Metford.
We made it. Congratulations, Druid Hills class of 2018. Yeah. And Lydia, you mean the world to me. You have pushed me to be the person I am today, and I couldn't imagine being up here with anyone else. I love you. And Principal Joyner, thank you for everything. For your guidance throughout this year. I would not have been able to start the initiatives I have without your continued support. You are meant to do this job, and Druid Hills is beyond lucky to have you. Thank you to my parents who have taught me the virtues of humility and honesty. Parents who have expected me to do the right thing for the world and the community always. I am honored to be your daughter. And we each have mentors and coaches. Beth Lewis, Maggie Connick, Cardin McKenna, and Sam Brown, those who have pushed us past our mental and physical limit and have taught us that we are stronger than we could ever imagine. We each have friends who were there when academic and social challenges were overwhelming. Friends that made the International Baccalaureate program not only one of the most academically rigorous years of my life, but by far the best. Friends who make me realize that we are only on this earth for a minute amount of time and that we should spend as much time as we can with each other. For human connection is the purpose for us being here. So thank you. Each one of you knows how much you mean to me. And each of us has teachers. Shavita Bonner, Vincent Gray, Lisa Johnston, Carrie Staines, Rebecca Brown, Tamara Ross, Alyssa Montooth, Kendra Radcliffe. Teachers who have not only taught us the fundamental aspects of literature, mathematics, and science, but teachers who have shown us that learning is a dynamic, integrative process that allows for critical thinking and analysis that transcends any given curriculum. Teachers who have taught us that learning is not only a review of the past or what has already been done, but learning shapes our future and the future of this world. We each have a list of names of parents, of teachers, of coaches, of sisters, of brothers, names of people who have led to the formation of who we are today. Some are sitting right next to you. Some are cheering you on in the back, and some sit on this very stage. Do not forget these people. Recognize that this did not all happen on its own, but with the help and the support of many. And Druid Hills has fostered our growth. And now it is time for each of us to aid in the formation and growth of all of those around us. Go out and be an asset to this community and to this world. And Lydia is right. This is not a normal speech, and these are not normal times. But we are ready. Druid Hills has prepared us. Druid Hills has most importantly taught us the value of inclusion. Druid Hills has allowed us to meet people from all around the world who look, who pray, and who love differently than we may. We are lucky. You are lucky. Druid Hills is truly a place like no other. It is a haven for the combining and intertwining of ideologies, beliefs, and ways of thinking. And this class of 2018 is caring and is involved in a myriad of issues that are important to our school and community today. You each come with your separate talents, passions, and gifts, and each one of you has left a unique and individual mark on this school. Whether it be through International Night, Gay Straight Alliance, Black Student Union, Dazzling Divas, robotics, Future Business Leaders of America, or athletics or other clubs. Our differences come together to form the school that we each love. Remember that this place is truly special. Remember that our differences are not something we should fear, but our differences are something that each one of you should be proud of. They make us more understanding. They make us more compassionate. They make you stronger, and in turn, they make us stronger. Druid Hills has also taught us the value found in critical thinking. We take the knowledge and universal truths we have gained within the classrooms at Druid Hills, and we connect and we utilize what we've learned. We inquire deeper than one given headline. We search for meaning and answers through differing perspectives, and we are courageous enough to think on our own. We stay informed and focused and allow our academic excellence to seep into every aspect of who we are. And we use our intelligence to keep us grounded, as it enables us to develop into the educated and versed citizen that this society needs today. Incorporate these values of critical thinking and inclusion into your character. So even though we may never again step foot into the historic building that we each call Druid Hills, the values we have learned within it will continue to be applied to the outside world. So let us, the class of 2018, be the class that is more civically engaged and spends more time than the classes and generations before us ever did, working together and using our differences to form a country that we all love. So, class of 2018, go out and be kind, be inclusive, think critically, and never be afraid to love who you love. Congratulations, Druid Hills class of 2018. We made it, and climate change is real.
As a valedictorian of a school, it is a given that this particular student has accumulated numerous accolades and honors. The case is not different at Druid Hills High School. In fact, it is far above. Having a 4.5 GPA, being an IB student, and being a National Merit Scholarship finalist are just the beginning of her numerous accolades. In fact, if I were to list all of her accolades, it would require a separate ceremony. However, Maya is far, far more than just her accolades. She has dedicated herself to her passions through extracurricular activities, as well as lit up the halls with her positive character and enthusiasm. As a member of the robotics team and math club, she furthered her scope of academia. As a member of NHS, Beta Club, and the environmental club, she continued her service to the community. As a member of their varsity girls soccer team, she further developed her teamwork skills with her fellow athletes. Her enthusiasm for schooling and activities has left a lasting impact on the school and the community. It can be best summed up by this quote from Mrs. Kendra Radcliffe, who said, "Spend 5 minutes with Maya, and your day will undoubtedly be more pleasant." It is my honor to introduce our class of 2018 valedictorian, Maya Rajan.
All right. Thank you, Nick. And now I'm gonna need all y'all to lower your expectations because the Medford speech was pretty great. Yeah, okay. So, we spent 4 years at the school with each other, and that's a solid 2/9 of our lives. Throughout these years, I've learned a lot, and not just what's required to survive high school, like procrastination or unhealthy coping mechanisms, but also some philosophical Mr. Gray type stuff. But for a valedictorian speech, I feel that it's more appropriate to talk on the more philosophical side of things, rather than how I binged an entire season of Game of Thrones right before my extended essay was due. So let's do that. All right. Underclassmen me could have been seen as a bit intense. Not the Zoolander Blue Steel type of intensity, but the type that would get way too hyped about Spanish Jeopardy just for the participation grade. I would text you way too much about homework, and there were times when I knew I really wasn't fun to be around. To all of you who were friends with me when I was an underclassman and who are still friends with me now, rethink your friend choices. Just kidding. I love y'all and thank you for being there. But 11th grade was a major turning point for me. I tried stuff. I started programming on my robotics team. We started the Fem Club, even though we weren't as successful as we would have hoped. And I also became a starter on my school soccer team. I mean, the only reason I got on the program team was because someone believed a really badly told lie I knew about knowing Android Studio. And the only reason I was able to start on the soccer team was because all the defenders had either graduated or gotten injured. But still, when opportunities like that open up, you gotta jump on them, especially considering how rare they are. The point of me saying all this is that I became a less obsessive person, I hope, after 10th grade. And though some might find it hard to believe considering the context, I started basing less of my self-worth off of my grades. I started to recover from a condition I call A- phobia, and many nerdy students suffer from it. Quick note. The reason I call it A- phobia is because it refers to the students not wanting their grade to drop to an A-, as opposed to raise to an A-. And also, it sounds better than biophobia, which might be confused with the bug category of fear. Anyway, A- phobia is becoming more and more common, just like college is becoming more and more difficult. Education is difficult in more ways than one, and it's easy to let your focus on finding your passion slip away, but you really should not. Joey Asher from How to Write a Valedictorian Speech told his valedictorian readers not to use cliches, but I'm gonna be a rebel and say follow your heart because happiness is pretty important. Cliches are cliches because they're so gosh darn true. Instead of trying to follow the road that's expected of you, or as in my case, trying to be perfect in every class, try to find out what your passion is, because I know you're not passionate about math, science, literature, and history. I mean, if I hadn't listened to my heart, I would probably be on my way to becoming a doctor, and that wouldn't have helped anyone, especially not my patients. I can't even give my diabetic cat insulin shots. So, but back to jumping on opportunities. You might be thinking right now, okay, Maya, that's great, but I don't see any crazy opportunities near me. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some teachers mad, because what the heck, I'm out of here. Do you base your self-worth on your grades, or if you're not in school, how many degrees you have, or your salary, AKA the life version of A-phobia? If so, I have the perfect cure for you. Exploration. The only side effect is maybe a B, or even a failure. But forget that, the cure is too important. This is life stuff, says the valedictorian, but my tale is more cautionary, so I reject the irony. So my response then to you is that if you're paying attention, you can make your own opportunities to explore and find your passion. Join clubs that sound interesting. Have conversations with people you wouldn't normally talk to. Hopping on the Medford train, get involved in a social justice cause. Take more courses in subjects that interest you, preferably AP or IB, so they boost your GPA. Just kidding. But these opportunities are all around us. So get your head out of your textbook or Chromebook and go find them. Unless you're failing, then maybe put your head a little bit back in a textbook. And now, after everyone's all cliched out, I want to say thanks to those who have helped me become who I am today. The first thanks go out to my parents for giving the cat insulin shots and supporting and sticking with me through my A-phobia phase and further. They want you to know that all of the grade pressure was self-imposed. And of course, my brother for being someone to be in soccer, just kidding, I wish, and just to talk to. I love y'all so much. The next thanks would go out to all of my teachers and coaches for your support through high school, and the knowledge and life lessons you have shared have given us all the foundation to explore and find our passions. This means the world, and I don't think any of us would have been able to do it without y'all. And lastly, but definitely not least, I want to say thanks to the students, but especially the class of 2018, for making Druid Hills awesome. This room reflects the rich and valuable diversity that teach us as much as a lecture or test, and I know we will carry those lessons with us forever. So I guess this isn't truly farewell, because our shared experiences will continue to influence us for the rest of our lives. Go Red Devils, and thanks.
All right, class of 2018, Druid Hills High School. This is the point in the program where we make this real and we seal the deal. Are you ready? Parents, family, grandparents, are you ready? Oh, I need some more than that. I'm gonna try it again. Parents, grandparents, family members, are you ready? That's a little bit better. All right. Mr. Orson, Vice Chair of the Board, would you join me here at the podium? Mr. Orson, I, as the Superintendent and Chief Executive Officer of DeKalb County School District, present to you the class of 2018 for Druid Hills High School. I certify that these students have met all course requirements and have earned at a minimum 24 Carnegie units as established by Advanced Ed, the State Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. Therefore, I'm requesting release of diplomas for these graduates of the Druid Hills High School.
Thank you, Dr. Green. Superintendent Green and Principal Joyner, before I get to the formal part of this portion of the ceremony, and probably not surprising to many of you, I have a few comments. To begin with, for each of you sitting in front of me, few people take a long journey alone. Over your 13 plus years of schooling, and especially during the last 4 years, you have had the support of a tremendous faculty and staff and loving families and friends, and this would be a good time for all of you to acknowledge those people sitting behind you. So let's hear it for your... One of the great honors and privileges of serving on the Board of Education is the opportunity to participate in a number of graduation ceremonies and see firsthand the breadth of talent, diversity of experiences and backgrounds, and the promise held by our DeKalb graduates. But this place, Druid Hills High School, and this year, 2018, are particularly special. We live here, my children attend here, and I have known many of these graduates since they were in kindergarten, and in some cases, even earlier. And I am just not talking about a young man in this class who amazingly was able to ride a bicycle at around age 3. You'll have to figure out who that was. He knows who he is. As I realize that my firstborn, as will your children, will soon walk across this stage, it is a reminder for all of us parents of the first time we saw our firstborn or any of our children walk or do something special. And it is a stark reminder of how much time has passed and how much growth, intellectually, emotionally, experientially, has taken place. This year in particular exemplified that growth, with these students and this school receiving national coverage during the student protests. That last statement is not meant as a political statement. In fact, the ABC national news correspondent who covered Druid Hills remarked to me at one point during the protest that a debate started among the students over some of the central issues of that day, and he was astounded at the civility and willingness of our students, you all, to listen to differing points of view and to engage each other in a respectful and constructive manner. I can think of no higher praise for our Druid Hills students. Graduates, I know that your experiences at Druid Hills, with its incredible diversity, its committed students, its demonstrated efforts to improve the world, have prepared you for the next phases of your life. Some of you will head to college, some to work, and others to the military. Whichever direction you choose, take your experiences at Druid Hills and bring them with you as you move on. Remember the foundation you created here and use it to help foster the values that will make our world better. I am confident that each of you will do great things, whether raising families, engaging with your communities, or contributing as scholars, athletes, or leaders. With that said, Superintendent Green and Principal Joyner, on the basis of your certification, I accept your recommendation. The academic achievement of this class meets the course requirements as established by Advanced Ed, the Georgia Board of Education, the Georgia Accrediting Commission, and the DeKalb County Board of Education. As a representative of the DeKalb County Board of Education, I authorize the release and presentation of diplomas and certificates to the Druid Hills High School class of 2018. Congratulations.
Max. No, ugly. Yeah. Just throw it in there. Just throw it in there. And we hope this is turned on. I'll pass you the card so you don't have to reach. Yeah, your hand holds around your hand. Okay. You gotta give us your complete name.
Maya Grace Rajan.
Rebecca is the middle name.
Lisa Rebecca Medford.
Lydia, middle name. Lydia Joy.
Lydia Joy Medford.
Sorry.
Kiera Jasmine McDowell. Malika Imani Anita Ray.
Jasmine Kai Mills.
Nicholas Baldwin Oliver. Julia Elizabeth Bartlewski. Jordan Erica Bates.
Karen Veronica Becerra. Emma Catherine Beckwith.
Catherine Susan Borelli.
Zachariah Mohammed Gedi. Ermayas Asrat Gannett.
Samantha Rose Gewurtz.
Gerald Walton Hudspeth.
Daniel Lloyd Ingo.
Lauren Doniel Jones.
Maeve Elizabeth Connick. Laura Elizabeth Lenz.
Sophie Elizabeth Logue.
Grace Snowden Mather. Peter Raymond Melton.
Dylan Dodson Nanuli.
Claire Marshall Orson. McKenna Elizabeth Pierce.
James Thomas Shirk.
Nina Simrel Smith. Thomas Jeffrey Weingartner.
Lul Kacha Ubete. Mary Claire Ackerman.
First, middle, and last? Middle name? Marco Antonio Aguilar.
Marco Antonio Aguilar.
Mohammed Abdullah Al-Assad.
Quantavion Legarius Allen.
Brittany Almanza.
Miracle Lila Alston.
Reina Judith Alvarado.
Jemiah Charday Armour.
V. Dorothy Armstrong.
Victoria Akua Atute. Jonathan Yoni Bakhar. Spazimira Stefanova Bashiva. Jeffrey Robert Baggett.
Amir Wanje Barber. Xavier Amon Barkley.
Victor Hugo Becerra.
Kayuri Manoj Kumar Banvadia. Nehal Ben Jamal Banvadia. Stella Finn Beazle. Jordan Sherrod Billingsley.
Naja Maye Nashana Bleen. Joshua Tyler Brazil.
Jonathan Jerome Brock. Trinity Orion Burke. Bailey Marie Busri.
Benjamin Nehemiah Butler.
Aaron Alexandria Bird. Nyla Alina Cáceres.
Aaliyah Nicole Carter. Amina Nadia Bell. Brooklyn Eileen Bell.
Janisha Angela Carter.
She told us to go slow.
Andre Jeremiah Carter.
Sydney Alexis Kaysen. Jack City Castañeda Ángeles. Jason Scott Castleberry. Cho Chin. Sui Chin. Amisha Shetri.
Anthony Amir Kasim Clark. Horace Lee Coleman. Bricius Lorez Collier.
Kinsey Nicole Daniels.
Trinity Naomi Davies.
Heavenly Dawson.
Marissa Kathleen Dawson.
Eliza Rose Dean.
Shaiwan Alcé Debar-de-Leben.
Neha Dedani. Emily Diaz. Juan Andres Diaz. Narmin Nadirali Dolani. Maya Denise Dodson.
Marcus Dwayne Douglas. Nathaniel Xavier Douglas. Annabelle Rose Drapo.
Violet Jijing Covey.
Rourke Johnson Cummings.
Mason Wayne Curtis.
Ajane Tierra Easley. Monquez Santuan Esters.
Olivia Louise Ewing.
Bashina Fanner.
Maisha Fenner. Christian George Finch.
Patrick Paul Finnerty. Jack Keegan Fitzgerald. Jack Elliott Floyd.
Symphony Brianna Beryl Fox. Chance Bjorn Giddens. Tukuri Gorado.
Tyja Michaela Gould.
Julian Robert Grant.
Gina Lauren Gunia.
Michelle Guzman Molina.
Tatiana Renee Hardister. Iris Elizabeth Harrington.
Joshua Drew Harris.
Kayla Takia Harris.
Kansas Jamari Hart.
Dion Rodriguez Hawkins.
Ashley Unique Hayes.
Kenneth Clay Franklin.
Destiny Georgia Freeman.
Honesty Ajane Freeman.
Sinai Gazai.
Maurice Jamal Hayes. Leonard Hernandez.
Willen No Hernandez Cuevas.
Joseph Forbes Hiley.
Jackson Daniel Hogan. Christine Hogan.
Jasmine Noor Hollander.
William Grady Houseworth.
Kaylin Krishana Howard.
Houston Robert Jackson. Rohan Firoz Jaria.
Samaje Lovely Michaela Jewell. Aranza Veronica Jimenez Rivera. Ontario Deonce Jones.
Barry Antonio Jones. Aliyah Jafar Karbari. Braun Javon Kennerson.
Audrey Yana Kerba.
Shefali Rajesh Korasi. Sydney Augustus Kimberly.
Onisha Corinne King. Terrence Marquise Golston.
Alicia Zulfikar Kotadia. Alicia Umaitbai Huda.
Tiana Denise Huff.
Levi Mark Hyatt.
Kyra Risikat Idris. Diamond Alexia Monet Jackson.
Amis Aziz Kotadia.
Tamia Monet Laney. Adam Joseph Levin.
Sheldon Roman Lindsay.
I'm sorry?
Sydney Gabrielle Lindsay. Tyler Kennedy Little. Jeremy Dominic Lloyd.
Kenethia Serene Lockhart.
Osman Ercides Martinez Noguera. Jaden Nathaniel McBurse.
Colette Jacqueline McCarty.
Gorgeous Beyonce McCullough.
Clarissa Deanna Milling. Vincent Dwayne Mincy, Jr. Jalen Elijah Mitchell.
Tierra Denise Mitchell. Mahmoud bin Mohammed Shakur. Abdul Hakim Mohammed.
Campbell McKay Montgomery.
Timothy Deshaun Moore. Zachariah Tatiana Murphy. Diana Laura Morales. Edwin Morales Valdivia.
Emma Julia Laughlin.
Marco Antonio Luna Sanchez.
Alexis Jamariah Maddox. Jonathan Elisha McGee.
Olive Mahoro.
Kiera Shariel Mapp.
Richard Nadaruhutse.
Witam Vu Win.
Maria Alejandra Nieto Martinez.
Jacob Roland Nixon.
Kalila Alexandria Odutola. Naomi Page Peoples.
Xavier Carlos Perkins.
Maria Elena Perulero Palma.
Faith Amberlyn Peters. Azili Onasia Peters.
Nicholas Matthew Pitts.
Natalie Ramirez Diaz.
Shiv Singh Rana.
Walter Wyndham Reader II.
Michelle Reyes.
Skylar Sumter Rhodes.
Amaya Nicole Rice.
Alexius Tatiana Roberson.
Jordan Alexander Robertson. Nan Wu. Isa Aminifu Oseyem Wese. María Ángeles Paramo Ramos. Charlene Parpia.
Rishabh Rakesh Patel.
Vidi Patel. Ser Hay Paul. Alan Richard Payne.
Roberts. Go ahead.
William Roberts.
Tyreek Jamal Robinson.
Marnisa Antoinette Rumpf.
Nishad Kamrudin Ripani. Alicia Nicole Steverson.
O'Neill Ricardo Stone. Iram Jarrell Span. Kenesha Monet Stevens. Christina Ivana Searles. Samantha Ray Stewart.
Diksha Susling. Aman Amin Sutar.
Kennedy Simone Swift.
Ruben Kiran Taylor. Ram Kung Tang.
Sydney Elizabeth Tidd.
Jasmine Elizabeth Ula.
Janaea Faith Thomas.
Wendy Yoselin Sanchez. Alima Sangare.
Kaylee Paxton Cox Santa Maria. Clark Mian Shepard Jr. Khalil Ahmad Shipman. Emily Selma Surgurdadaughter. Ashley Dion Simmons Husser.
John Patrick Sims.
Heaven Amaya Smallwood.
Marquis Deshawn Smoot. Jalen Andrew Tingle.
Cherish Divine Tisdall.
Jalen Dion Venning.
Mary Margaret Bursey. Anel Vincent Jr.
Cheryl Noshad Virani. Paul Blue Wa.
Asia Davion Wall.
Jamar? That's you? Okay, then you get here. Okay. Okay. I got it.
Jamar Lee Walls. Jamal Lee Walls.
Olivia Capri Walsh.
Christopher Patrick Walsh King. Chokil Wangchuk.
Patrick Robert Welter.
Mary Dejanay Whitaker.
Daniel Bartholomew White. Joshua Alexander Whittle. Eric Frederick Williams III. John Nicholas Williams.
Corey Gerard Wilson.
It's okay. Medinta Rodriguez Wilson.
Rico Medinta Rodriguez Wilson.
Kelsey Grace Weinkoff.
Sean Austin Wyatt. Taylor Kiara Louise Wynn.
Grace Leah.
Kylie Marie Zarecki.
I messed up too. Yeah, and I know exactly what's going to do. But it's okay. We're tired.
Will the Druid Hills graduating class of 2018 please rise? Before we sing our alma mater and bring this ceremony to a close, I want to once again congratulate this class of 2018. This marks the end of our lives together, the end of us all being Red Devils, the end of free education, the end of a lot, actually. The list could go on and on, but it's really just the beginning of new lessons, new lives, new friends, and new places. Regardless of the new and different lives we look forward to, we will all be able to share this moment. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels from the right to the left side. All right. Come here. Oh, the program.
Wait, I can't see that.
I'll stand behind you. I'll stand behind you. It's like this.
You see it.
I can see.
There we go.
There we go. Play the music.
Are they gonna play the music?
Where's the music?
Druid Hills.
Thank you for attending our graduation ceremony. Please remain standing until all graduates have left the auditorium. We ask for your cooperation by exiting through the doors to your right. Please follow the directions of the ushers as you proceed to the West Plaza to greet your graduates. On behalf of the DeKalb County School District Board of Education and our Superintendent, Dr. R. Stephen Green, we thank you for your support and congratulate you and your graduate on achieving this significant milestone.